Hello and welcome to another episode of the Sunday Analysis series. Last week I gave a forecast of how I'm expecting the market to react during the week, and we had some pretty interesting price action. Let's get into the analysis. So last week on Aussie dollar, I expected price to come and retrace from this zone from 0.6850 to 0.6900. Let me pull out my rectangle. Expected price to retrace from this zone here, and that's exactly what price did. My expectation was for price to come and retrace from this level here, 0.700, and begin its impulsive move. And that's exactly what it did. I expected it to come and retrace from here or here because of my 61.8 level. So price came up, tapped 0.700, and began to sharply decline. So during this week I'm looking for price to continue coming down, breaking past this level here. So we might see price come down to 0.6800 or 0.6750. These are my two target levels. So let me draw a rectangular zone for you. So 0.6800 to 0.6750. This zone here. This is where I'm expecting price to come and find support and begin another retracement. Go down to gold. So last week for gold I had 1860 marked out. I was expecting price to retrace from this level, to maybe come down or retrace from this level, and we made a retracement from 1860. So I had this level marked out. Let me bring out my horizontal ray. So last week I had this level marked out. I was expecting price to begin its retracement from here, which it did, and found resistance at 1890. I was expecting to come and find resistance at 1900, but we found resistance 10 pips below 1900. This is also, so this is an example of price not coming back to find resistance from its previous support level, above significant levels, row reversal. So where previous support becomes resistance when it's broken. So I gave a deeper explanation of this in my previous video. I'll put the link to the video in the description below. So price came and found resistance at 1890 and began to reject. So I'm expecting price to continue its rejection if we stay below our moving average here and stay below this weak level, this weak rejection here. So I'm expecting price to stay below 1870. So I'll keep these levels marked out. I'm expecting price to stay below 1870. Yeah, so I'm expecting it to continue to go lower. My target level is 1830. We might see price reach 1830. So let me leave it marked out so that on the next video you may see how price developed. So I'm expecting price to come down to 1830. So I'm expecting price to come down to 1830. Yeah, that's it for the gold analysis. Let's go down to the euro. Okay, for the euro, I took a trade last week when the market closed. The euro was here. I explained that the euro closed with bearish momentum. So I wasn't really expecting price to retrace from this level here. So when we opened, we continued with our downtrend move. I expected the price to come retrace from this zone here, 1.0705, and which it did. So it came down to 1.0705, and we created this bullish engulfing candle. So I was expecting price to come retrace back up to 1.0850, but it never did. It found resistance here at 1.0777. So that's why it came and found resistance at this supply zone here. So the price came to this supply zone, tapped the supply zone, created a huge bearish engulfing candle. Though I closed my loss early, I accepted the loss. I closed my loss early. I never deleted this too because I wanted to show you my losses. I don't hide my losses from you guys, just like the way I don't hide my profits from you guys. So I accept my losses and learn from them. So I never really hold on to a trade. If I see a trade is not in my favor, I usually cut the trade early and look forward to making the next trade without holding any grudges on the trade. So the price came to this level here. So price came to this level here, found resistance, and continued its move downwards. So I'm expecting the euro to come down to 1.0600. We also had further confirmation to make this sell here from the dollar here. So my confirmation for making that buy was price came to this level here, my marked zone. So you can see previous support becoming resistance. So I was expecting price to come and retrace back to 1.02. I explained this is what I anticipated on the previous analysis. On the previous analysis video, I expected the price to come to retrace back to 1.102, the 102 level flat, and begin its rejection upwards. But the price never did that. So you always have to adapt to the market. Don't force the move on the market. Always adapt to what the market is showing you. Always look at what the market is showing you. Never hold on to a trade. Always look at what the market is showing you and make sure that everything you do is always logical and not emotional. So price came down, found support at 10270 and began to reject upwards. We might see further inclination up to 105 level. That's where we might see price come up to. Yeah, let's see how everything will go, because we have our moving average goes over here on the 4-hour time frame. So price might continue go upwards. It's not a guarantee that it will go upwards, because this is forex, anything can happen. This is why you have to have a plan and always stick to that plan. So I'm sticking to my plan. I'm seeing a moving average crossover here, so I'm anticipating price to continue coming upwards and find resistance at 105. So for AUD, USD, gold and euro, it's bearish for this coming week. That's my forecast for this coming week. Let's go back to the euro. So again, I'm expecting the euro to come down to 1.600, and those are my target levels. So let's go down to US30. So US30 really hasn't made any significant moves, though for scalpers it has made this significant move here. It made these two significant moves here, the impulsive move up and the impulsive move down. So for this one, I'm expecting it to come find resistance here at 3400 and continue with an impulsive leg down. So it might try to come reach 3400 and continue its impulsive leg down. Then from 3400, my target level is, let me bring up the fib. So you see 3400 is aligning perfectly with the 61.8. So my target level will be 3340. That's where my target levels will be for US30. I don't really trade US30, as I stated in my previous video. I just monitor US30. When the time is right, I'll start trading US30. Yeah, let me just clear all these technicals from this chart. I really like my charts to be clean, so that I can easily look at price. And if I have a lot of instruments on my chart, I will lose my focus. So the charts should be simple, neat, clean. So as you can see, let me just bring this zone here. So I'm expecting price to come to this zone and begin its rejection. Yeah, that's it for US30. Simple, straightforward. You don't really need to take long on your analysis. The more you take long, the more you become indecisive on what you're expecting for price to do. I bet most of you have experienced that. So if you constantly start looking at your analysis, you'll find that you continually change your forecast, and that will be very, very detrimental to your growth and to your prediction of what the market will do. Let's go down to the dollar. So the dollar. So for the dollar, I already gave my forecast. Let me analyze it further. So the dollar came down to find support here at 102. Let me mark out the zone so that it may be seen clearly. And it looks like the dollar might continue going upwards because of the moving average crossover that we have here. It also broke our trend line. Let's go to the daily where I marked this trend line. So we had one trend line bounce here, 2, 3, the fourth one failed to reject here. So you can see that the fourth trend line rejection failed here, and we have a moving average crossover here. We have 3 consecutive bullish candles signaling that the bulls are in control of this market. Then we signaling the bulls are in control of this market. So for the dollar, I have these 3 confirmations, 4 confirmations actually. We have this structure break, we have the candles signifying bullish strength, we also have this moving average crossover here, we also have a trend line break actually. So for the dollar index, I am expecting the dollar to continue its bullish trend. So meaning these other pairs we trade are going to start a bearish trend. So we might see further continuation of this bullish trend. So short-term targets is 105. We have a significant level touch here, so our short-term targets for the dollar, I have 105. As you can see, I have this screenshot I took, the before screenshot I took for my trade. Immediately I took the trade, so I took the trade expecting the trade to come and reach this level here, so that I can take some profits from the market. But that's not what actually happened. Price came to find resistance at 1.0800 and continued its downtrend. So I cut the loss early and waiting for Monday for a proper entry, where I can also put proper risk, so that I don't end up losing a lot of money if the trade was not to go in my direction. Then we have this is the after. This is the before, this is the after. So I always take screenshots of my trade, journaling. I always journal my trades to always see what went wrong every end of the month. So every end of the month I look at my trades, I look at what happened, what levels I need to start looking out for in the future, and what I can do to improve my strategy. So I suggest you do this too, for you to improve your trading analysis. We come to the end of this week's Sunday analysis forecast. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you have gained any knowledge, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. See you in the next video.